Hello and welcome back to Seeking the Hidden Realms. I am your humble GM, Joshua McGregor. My pronouns are he, him, and I am joined by Alberta.
My name's Alberta, my pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Suzie Coyne, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Carrie.
Yo, I'm Carrie. Pronouns are they, them. I'm playing Piuwhgieawrg Timothy Ursworth, who uses he, they.
Neil.
Leo?
You
You said me, sorry, I completely blanked out then.
No, because Josh's audio cut out as he said your name, so it just went, Eel!
Right, so that's why I missed it.
I thought you said me.
I'm Neil Horror. I'm playing Rogue Puddleback. My pronouns are he, him, and Rose's pronouns are he, him as well. Hello!
Hello! And coming back to us for the first time in 3 sessions, Mike!
Hey guys, it's Mike. I'm playing Atlas Goodheart, a dwarf paladin.
Awesome.
Beautiful. And Daisy.
I'm Daisy. Pronouns are she, her. Playing Ravenel, also she, her.
Beautiful. A quick recap to bring us back up to speed. Last time we left off, you guys battled Elora, the Dark Master of Tomagot, a very powerful arcane caster indeed, but managed to defeat him. In the process, Dendro's arm was blown off and replaced with a cybernetic replacement Warforged arm. Piuwhgieawrg and Ro combined their powers to deal the finishing blow. And you received all kinds of rewards for doing that. You got 2 rings of protection, which I believe Piuwhgieawrg has. You've got the 500 gold and potions from inside, which are presumably Sam's. And a sending stone to some unknown faction leader, which was thrown into space. You guys were totally refueled in your ship and your gate circuit. Had a bit of a conversation with Rose's dad about this and that and the other thing. And eventually went up into space itself.
Spaceman.
And last we left off, you had just gated to the Elydia system to get to the Bounty Hunters Guild to get that license in order. There's a reason I've omitted something, because we're going to start. You've arrived in the Elydia system. You are around 30 minutes at slower than light travel from Elydia 6, from that space station. On board, we've got Suzie, Piuwhgieawrg, Dendro, Ro, and Atlas, and brought on board, the young teenage goblin Tilly is also here. Who Suzie brought from the Heroes Meet in Tomagot, and who has come along for this part of the journey. Ravenel had disappeared at the end of the long rest, but is now in this moment, just before you guys have your long rest, which does bring Piuwhgieawrg and Dendro up to level 3. We have Ravenel reappears. Ravenel, where do you think you've been for the last 12 hours or so?
Good question. I think she would have gone somewhere, like maybe somewhere deserty, so she's like absolutely covered in sand. She's just hot and tired, and she doesn't do that well with that kind of climate, and it's just like no. kind of wandering aimlessly, like no, there's no one here, there's no one to talk to, can't even sell my stuff. He's had a rough time. 12 hours in the sun. She's like, not feeling it.
12 hours in the desert. And your skin doesn't really tan anymore, I don't think.
No. She wants like a dark, cold corner.
You're inside a starship. That's a great place to be. But you see the rest of the crew are here. You feel the rumble of the ship around you. and you see Tilly, the goblin from the Moonlight Carnival, is on board and looks at you with big eyes. What does Ravenall do, reappearing on board the ship?
Atlas jumps.
Runs up.
What was that?
Atlas jumps. He just goes,
Just
oh, bloody hell.
I mean, she's just kind of standing there for a second. Her wings just like shaking, and you just see the sand come off, like triggered. I think she'll see Tilly and be like, and just kind of grab her and hug her.
Oh, huge hug from Tilly. Who goes, oh my gosh, I didn't know if you were alive or not, and then I was thrown by a weird satyr man into a ship, and I was told to go to this place, and then I got lost, and then I delivered a message, and then Suzie brought me here, and told me that you were alive, and then I waited, and then you were here.
We were just like both crying and hugging, and I've like got my wings around her as well. Like, nope, this is mine now.
Atlas, she's just got his fingers in his ears because they're talking so fast, it's giving me a headache.
I'm not going to be the one to tell Ravenall that she's in charge of clearing up a mess after she teleports back, all right?
Oh, I could hear. I'm just gonna flick like a feather, like sound like.
Oh, enjoy your
Jared.
sentimental moment, but eventually someone's going to have to get out the Hoover, all right?
Oh, by the gods. Atlas is going to reach out, grab his quarterstaff with his broom on it, and start just moving the sand. Like, literally, because he doesn't have a dustpan, so literally it's moving around the room.
I mean, you can just put it into the, just by the door there, and then when we open it, it just gets sucked out. We have kind of a vacuum
All right. What? Okay.
here.
All right, he just starts
we are
moving
in
it in a different.
space.
He just starts moving it in a different direction again. It's like towards the hole or whatever, where he needs to put it.
Yeah, towards the back.
Towards
the
that,
cargo
yeah.
bay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ravenall, you are back. You don't know why you keep coming back here. Keep coming back to this group. It's strange you weren't anchored anywhere until you started anchoring to these people. But you are back. You are back with the party.
Yes. She'll be very happy with that, but she'll just kind of hold on to Tilly like her life depended on it. Be like, family, I know this person.
Yeah, Oh. Sorry, you go ahead.
It's all right. I was just. Where you been?
Yeah, where have you been?
Somewhere hot and full of sand.
Oh yeah, I got
It was
that.
just sand. And she's just like, it was just sand.
Oh,
Like nothing
like
else.
no sea.
No. And she's kind of just like, she's been like a lot of places, but mainly it's like with population, like occasionally like somewhere that's probably a bit dodgy, but there's been life.
Yeah.
And like this is like, she probably just start like crying like, it was just sand.
I would use a Star Wars quote, but I don't want to get us in trouble.
I'll sort of so you go. Well, I suppose you're back now. So is that better?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then.
Just kind of starts shrugging off her coat 'cause she's quite hot. She's like, yeah, it's fine. But kind of holding on to Tilly, so she's doing it like really awkwardly, like, yeah.
I imagine it. You've got probably quite a lot of sun.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that though, does it?
No. You might want some water. So I'll give you. I'll go get you a cup of water. I imagine you're probably quite hot.
How many
Working.
sand castles did you get to build?
By a pile of sand, probably 20.
You kind of need like water for that. It's just sand.
Did you not have sweat on you? This is amateur hour. This isn't amateur hour over here.
Don't
Alright.
sweat.
Oh, I don't know what the experience is like for someone who is of your ilk. I don't know whether I'm allowed to say the word undead. Is that a thing I can say?
She's thinking. She's like still holding Tilly, like thinking undead. Expired, maybe.
Post-mortem is a word I've heard. Okay, for context, effectively, in the other campaign I'm in, we're actually coincidentally in a village where like 3/4 of people there are undead, but that village has decided they'd rather be called post-mortem, and so that's why
They identify as post-mortem.
that's what they like to call themselves.
Yes.
Why? Where's my Welsh accent going today? It's just going everywhere.
We use post-first language rather than mortem-first language.
Exactly.
Alice is just giving up sweeping sand and gone for a drink.
Fair
There's
There's alcohol on
there's a
board.
big glass of water.
Thank you, Ro. Appreciate it. I think Raven will kind of take Tilly just to a quiet corner, just to have like a catch up and ask about Arcadia. And
So basically, when you disappeared, okay, it was this incredible, weird, chaotic storm thing, and it took most people away. Don't know where anybody went. There were a few of us left. Just like names off a couple of like a few of the people who were part of the carnival, but like most people were gone. But that creepy giant satyr guy, Hellebore, was still there, and he put ochre on my eyes and threw me, and then I was in a spaceship. It was a whole thing. I don't know where Madame Arcadia is. I don't know where Chesh is. I don't know where so many people are, and Suzie was really, really kind and brought me along and said that you were here, and so you're really the first person that I've seen since any of that happened.
same to you. I haven't seen anyone else, but we'll keep you safe and keep you as long as we can.
Well, same to you. Yeah, we're gonna find everybody else, and so yeah, we're gonna find everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. just keeps hugging you.
And I'm just gonna slowly Ravenel doesn't get tired as such, but it was just kind of slowly leaning against something oh my god, it's been a rough day.
You do notice that Dendro fully has a mechanical arm now, where he had like an organic one.
Yeah, it's kind of occurred to me I've had a rough day, but looking at Suzie and Dendro, it's
oh yeah,
could have been worse.
Suzie looks badly bruised, and Piuwhgieawrg also is holding her ribs in a bit of pain.
I can't say it enough. It has been a bizarre few days.
I feel like we're going to be saying that, and the timeline is going to get longer and longer.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to accept. We need to expect the unexpected.
If it's not an undead fairy popping in randomly, it's something else that's strange. You're right.
there is a song I know that goes, "There's one thing you can't expect from me, and it's the unexpected." People who on TikTok who understand that joke.
Yeah.
It's a huge meme.
Yeah.
We can move on.
All right.
I think Ravenel will kind of also just look up to everyone, go, if anyone has anything ripped or damaged, I will fix it. Give me 5 minutes.
I think Tilly sorted that out for us.
I actually, I've been on it. I fixed a whole
Just
table.
pat Tilly's head. Yes. A table.
It was a feat. It was quite impressive.
Yeah, Piuwhgieawrg. I heard that Piuwhgieawrg sort of tried to boil some water, so then I had to put a table back together.
But I got some leather armor if someone wants some. I know that's a bit of a change in subject.
What kind of leather armor? Just leather armor studded? What?
Studded.
Oh! So Susie's been tinkering with something on the computer. But at that, she looks up and goes, "Oh, yeah, I'll take that. I've just got the regular leather."
all right, and he starts stripping off. And, and
Thank
then,
you. She starts stripping off.
yeah. It gives it to you.
Tilly goes,
I found I can do without it. Me dad sorted me out and it made me a little bit kind of sort of magically protected, so I'm all right.
I just gotta look after my son, you know?
It's right, exactly. You look after me, Dad.
Always. And you look
Yeah.
after me, and that's what family's all about.
Absolutely. And that's why we made that pact together.
Exactly. I'm
Well, we're going to
preparing
make
it
that
as we.
pact
Well,
together.
yeah, we're going to
That's
soon.
right.
I imagine.
It's a
soon.
father-son pact.
Yeah.
That's right.
Has Suzie found Atlas's application form for that other ship or not during our test thing?
She has been looking in there from the multiverse logs. What she has been doing is suddenly on one of the screens that usually shows the sensors, a picture starts to come up. And it looks like a feed of what's happening outside the ship. So not the usual sensors that show what's around, information on different ships and stuff that's nearby. But she sort of pulls it up and makes it big, puts it on the biggest screen. She turns around. Think some of you folks could do with a window. I forgot I had a camera set up a little while ago, and it was on the fritz, but I think I fixed it.
Oh, it's like that carnival show that goes around called Big Sibling. You could just watch people all day. It's really fun.
I've heard of that.
Fuck Jen and Orbs. Why's it got to be a brother? I mean that as a joke, just for clarification. Anyway.
Incredible. And you guys see the screen comes online, and you can see the stars. You can see space on this screen. What's going on outside of the ship?
I imagine actually Piuwhgieawrg does have a mug of tea on him, and like he just like
I'll,
goes, like,
I think this definitely warrants a cider.
And you crack a cider.
Yeah, Atlas brings it to him.
congratulations, you've got cider.
Here you go.
Oh, bloody hell, you don't see that every day when he just takes a sip.
No.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
spectacular.
Suzie does see that every day.
Most days.
And
How many of you have never been on a ship before?
No, not me.
Not me.
No.
Well,
I'm going to say
oh, I've been on the
space
sea
looks
ocean.
pretty, but it's kind of sparkly, but not really much there. Not at the moment.
Hey, I wonder how they've got the fireflies trapped in the window.
Hey.
I was going to tell him.
I
Tell me
think
what.
he knows. I think he knows. I think.
that's up to you,
Oh,
Mike.
was he
Have to-
joking?
Possibly.
Carrie didn't know Atlas was joking. Whoopsie.
Amazing.
Um,
Ro, that's one experience point for you for having a drink in space.
Thought I'd make it
Oh, was that one of your quests? That's so cute.
What,
Hopefully soon.
do I get any experience points for doing my janitorial duties and cleaning up the ship?
No.
Ah,
That's a personal quest, babes.
well,
You, your abilities have atrophied in the time you've been a janitor.
yeah.
And just like that, my wife brings me a cider.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, that's really nice. Blood orange cider by Thatcher's.
Oh, nice.
ooh.
Please sponsor us.
Yeah. Give us money to promote you.
Every time.
Every time.
Every
Ro has a cider in a new place. We'll tell
Yes.
you who's sponsoring us
Yeah.
that episode.
You're a West Country brewery. Come on.
Yeah.
Some of us are from the West Country.
No, we're all from the West Country.
We are all from the West Country. We are. The accents definitely give it away.
I
Because
am
I grew up in
from a
Portsmouth,
country.
so.
West
Yeah, I'm
of
just
here.
really practicing my
Well-
received pronunciation accent.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I digress.
No, not at all. You guys share a drink, get some water, sweep up, look at the stars. Anything else you'd like to do before you take a long rest?
I would like to send a message
Right, you're sending a message. Go ahead. Who you're sending a
to
message
Wheat.
to? Wheat. Yes, you go on your wrist pad. It's still the picture of Dendro on the front. Screensaver.
I just pull up a message to Wheat. Hey, I think you're... I think last time I was there, a buddy of mine left something, and you replaced it for them. You can probably just go ahead and throw that out. Wait, and then I don't hit send, and I turn towards everyone. Okay, what piece of evidence is better if someone were to try and connect us? An arm or a
Oh,
text message from me to the place?
Well, there are DNA traces you can get from an arm, mainly in this region.
I'm just wondering if I should message.
You could speak in code, in Morse code, or is that really common nowadays? I just read these lovely little murder mystery novels, and that's what they do. They speak in code.
Would I know if Wheat knows thieves' can't?
Well, golly gee, let's have a quick peek at what Wheat knows or doesn't. You know that Wheat does not know thieves' can't.
Alright. I think I'm actually...
There is farm Latin.
Farm Latin? How does that work?
Well, it used to be known as Pig Latin, but
Yeah.
then the
Oh,
pig
yeah.
folk were not really very happy about it.
Yeah.
So it's... I actually have no idea.
You took the first letter and put it at the end, and then
Yeah,
added
yeah,
A.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then A at the end of it.
Yeah.
I only know it from Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
It's K in the Ag Bay.
Yeah.
Um,
Do we know what languages he would speak? Or not really?
Unless they picked up languages, I think probably, interestingly enough, would speak 3 languages: Common, Draconic, and Sylvan.
I speak
no.
Draconic.
Common, Draconic, and Sylvan.
Yeah.
They
Damn
could
it,
probably
that's not one of my
Dang.
languages.
they could probably translate those though, real
Yeah, I was
easily.
going to say that's
Yeah.
not really a huge stretch of imagination in that regard. Just say, my chair arm, I left it behind. Could you just chuck it in the fire, please? They'll know what it means.
That's good, because it is a junkyard. Alright, alrighty. That is what I will do. I will say, I think a bit of my chair didn't get
Sorted out.
sorted out, thank you. I think the arm, if you wouldn't mind just tossing that in the fire, that would be awesome. Thank you. I think it's infested with something.
Alice is going to back
Yeah,
away.
try and not touch it with hands, otherwise you might get hurt with splinters.
Alice is just going to back away from it.
But this is Armis back on the planet you just left.
Oh,
So,
okay, that's what
yeah, that's what they're
I thought it was in the room.
basically.
Dendro is.
Dendro
We don't
is
want to
in
get
the-
traced.
Yeah, don't want to
Oh,
get traced. So you send that, then there is a bong as you get a response back. It just goes, Roger, more kindling for the fire.
Missed them.
Cool beans. Now, here's a question. Do you want to put in at the space station before you take a long rest, or do you want to sit in space?
Go ahead.
I like to do a little something before that. It's only a small little thing. I'm of the opinion I'd love to just vibe in space. That's a cool image. But I don't know what everyone else thinks.
Just vibe in space tonight.
Vibe in space.
Is,
bruh.
is there any benefit for being somewhere else?
Well, it's. Could we touch down just for a moment just to get that bounty hunter's license so that if someone tries to put a bounty out on us tonight, they can't?
Well,
And then we can come and vibe in space.
Yeah. My vote is all about the adventure. You know that, Suzie. So I'm happy with the weather. It's all good. One day adventuring and step forward at a time.
Alrighty.
Okay, so Piuwhgieawrg, you are not level 3 yet. Just for the purposes of this.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm just trying to save our lives, guys.
There are things to do before you sleep. So it's currently your body clocks are at sort of 9:30 p.m. and you go to toward this space station. The camera sort of shows you, the display screen shows you this enormous sort of planet comes closer and closer. Just sort of a brown blue color. It doesn't look like there's any life on it. It just looks like a big rock. And then just like fills the vision. And coming in closer is a space station. Looks a little bit like Deep Space Nine. Has a sort of like a central unit and then a spinning sort of round. I don't even know what I'm saying. Like a
Central body.
It has a central body and like a tube that goes around it where most of the
So like
It's the power.
Saturn with the rings.
It's got that the habit where people live and things. Yeah.
yes, exactly.
A hula hoop.
Yeah.
It's got a hula hoop,
A hula
which
hoop
make up where
habitat.
most of the shops and things
Habitat
are.
ring
Where
is
it's
what
a
I was
habitat ring. That's exactly what it
Yeah.
is, with artificial gravity and stuff. And yeah, this is it's an enormous structure. It is a true space station, one of the first mega structures to be built in space, not within Dahiri Empire space. Using techniques and technologies from there, and you guys come closer and closer, and it just gets bigger and bigger, and there is there's a little blink on your communications. Blink, blink.
I'll open that up.
Oh, hello. I thought it was another firefly.
Hello, unregistered vessel. Looking to dock. What is your business at the Bounty Hunters Guild here above Lydia 6?
Do I know this person?
Just roll me luck. 11 or higher, you know this person.
Alrighty. 11.
Absolutely. This is a Harangon by the name of Clarke Mayangi.
Clarke, Miami.
This is Clarke, yeah.
Hey, Clarke, how you doing? It's Suzie.
Oh, it's Suzie! Well, what happened to your transponder code, Suzie? Don't tell me you've gone pirate.
No, just a little bit of a mix-up.
One hell of a mix-up. Okay, you still flying that hunker junk, or are you on something else?
I'm on something similar.
Okay.
They took my other one, but I managed to find a pretty suitable dupe.
Alrighty. Well, you know you're always welcome here. You want to come in at Dock 11 is free.
Alrighty, sounds good. How you doing?
Cheers. I'm doing really well. Our 17th just was born a couple weeks back.
Oh,
So
congratulations!
thanks. Yeah.
Oh, already on the 17th? That's wonderful.
I
Like
know.
Just yesterday, you were having your first one.
Feels that way. Was only 2 years back.
Well, it's good to talk to you, Clarke. Will I see you on the station anywhere?
You know what? I'll make a point to come greet you.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
No worries at all. Here. See you in a mo.
All right, I'll pull into Dock 11.
Great. There's the docking crew who guide the ship in and attach sort of a one of those airport
Little vestibule.
little vestibule gate thing to your cargo bay door, and there's like a tss as that is pressurized, and there are clamps that lock onto your ship to keep it in place, so that they can account for it in orbit.
Alrighty, folks. Now, I'm gonna go meet with Kessig, the head of the Bounty Hunters Guild, Kessig Tal. Would anyone like to join me, or do people want to stay here? What do you think?
Oh, I'm definitely coming with you. It seems fun.
I'll come too. I'll come
Alrighty.
too.
Alright.
Right, it's just another adventure.
I think Piuwhgieawrg wouldn't mind going, but Carrie is like, I haven't leveled up yet. I'm worried I'm gonna die.
You're out of spell slots.
I am out of spell slots. No. I'll stay put. I think
Okay.
Piuwhgieawrg is tired.
Alright.
Fair
I'll go
enough.
too.
Ravenall?
I'll join. I'll suggest to Tilly she stays with Piuwhgieawrg.
Tilly will do that. Tilly's like, I wonder if I can mend your ribs.
There's no harm in trying.
There's no harm in trying. Cast mending, immediately so much pain in your chest. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that was my fault for thinking medically that was a really good option.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Neither of us knew, Tilly. It's fine.
I'll just move over and say, I can help with that.
Can you?
Yeah, don't worry. No.
Okay.
How much do you heal Piuwhgieawrg for?
Hang on. I do 5.
5.
Yeah.
Spicy. Thank you.
Amazing. So Piuwhgieawrg stays with Tilly, and the rest of you head onto the space station. Through this gate, you end up in a wider sort of area with a lot of workbenches and sort of heavier machinery and sort of mechanical arms moving around, things being worked on, repaired, made. There are crew of all different races here. You just off the top, you see humans and Harengon and half-elves and orcs, and just all kinds of people. Dwarves here, gnomes, halflings. And coming up at a brisk jaunt is a brown furred Harengon, tall ears, whiskered face, big brown eyes, just comes on over in uniform, Bounty Hunters Guild sort of pin on there. This is This is the head of Starship Services here on the Bounty Hunters Guild. So Clarke comes up. Suzie!
Clarke, I'd go in and give him a hug.
A big old hug. Suzie, and who are all of these lovely people who you are with? I'm not used to you running with a crew.
Well, sometimes you gotta try out something different. It's been a while since I've had a crew. So we got Ravenall, we got Atlas, and we got Ro here right now, and there's
Great!
two more on the ship, and then a guest.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Hello, comes and like shakes hands.
Oh, there you go. That's a strong handshake you got there.
Oh, well, you work this job long enough and you develop muscles.
Right, there you go.
Lovely to meet you, Mr. Rowe, Atlas, Ravenall. Fantastic.
He's just Rowe, not Mr. Rowe.
Oh, apologies, Rowe.
That's all right. No problem.
Great. So, welcome aboard. What can I do? Do you need your ship serviced in any way?
You know what? I think she's all right.
Stick?
What would getting any upgrades entail? That would take a while, wouldn't it?
Depends on how long you want to be here for. Normal sort of upgrades, like, depends on what you're doing, but like upgrading engines is a couple of days. Upgrading systems is only a day. Doing a full tier upgrade is, a week. So
I'll come back for that sometime. Thank
Sounds
you. I
good.
got places to be. Yeah, she just got looked after somewhere, so.
great. Does she have a name?
Yeah, the Phoenix.
Fantastic name.
That's very appropriate.
Absolutely. Gonna do a little history check to see if Clarke knows what a phoenix is. Clarke does. Yes, phoenixes, right? The resurrection birds. Very cool. Great, fantastic. Well, you and Crew Phoenix, you're going to be wanting to get your license back up and running, yeah? How long has it been? How many cycles has it been since you've had one of those? A long time, anyway.
Yeah.
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 It sounds like that's going to be expensive.
I made up a deal with Kessig, so
You've already talked to the boss.
yeah. Yeah,
All
they
right.
put me through.
Wow. I'm always amazed at the people that you know. That's okay.
In the business long enough, you're gonna meet folks.
I don't suppose there's any chance that next time you see her, an autograph could make its way.
I'll try and remember to ask her.
Amazing. Oh, the wife will absolutely go mental.
I cannot recommend going to see her perform enough.
Would do, just getting 19 tickets off the station to go anywhere. It's just a nightmare of logistics. We gotta
Yeah,
figure it out with school and all this stuff with the kids. But
of
No,
course.
no, 19?
yes, me, my wife, and our 17 children.
Okay.
Holy hell, you must be lonely at night.
That's a lot of daycare.
Cold at night, I mean.
What?
Alright.
It's like there's humor happening and I don't get it, and that's on me. I apologize.
17 kids. Would you keep track of them all?
Well, mostly you let them run around and do you just do a lot of head counts, let the older ones take responsibility for the younger ones, and it mostly works itself out.
Well, that sounds like an adventure.
Don't I know it?
Yeah.
Are you thinking that's your next adventure, bro?
No, definitely not. I'm not one for cutting out many adventures, but 17 kids is not one that I'm aspiring for.
Yeah, most sentient living races don't go that large. Turtles on Rayara have like a weird communal family thing going where they're like, you know, like 100 parents to a couple thousand kids, but that's
All
different.
right, but that makes sense because they're turtles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So 17 kids, parent gone, sort of goes with the
Yeah.
territory.
Yeah, I suppose so. All right. Well, I've never met a paragon before, so that's an adventure.
Well, I'm glad to be your
Thank you.
first.
Right where you are. Thank you very much.
Not at all. Anything I can do? Do you guys just want to see the boss, or?
Yeah, if possible, start off with that.
Sure. Yeah. I'll send up. Goes over to a desk, sort of like. Yeah, boss, it's Clarke. Yeah, actually, she just put in. Interested. Sure, I'll send him right up. Okay. Bye. Great. Yeah, he's waiting for you.
All right, we'll head on up. Thank you so much,
No
Clarke.
worries at all. Anything you need, you just hit me up.
All righty. Take care.
Suzie, as we're walking out, I was going, Suzie, you absolutely amaze me. Who you knows?
It's like I said, just been around long enough,
It's true.
bound to meet a lot of people. And
Fair enough.
It's been a while since I had a Bounty Hunters Guild membership, but I came back here a couple of years back just to visit. I had a little incident, and it was the closest place nearby for me to gate to and get some things fixed up. But, yeah.
You seem to have a lot of incidents.
You lived long enough.
All right. All right, it's true.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alrighty. Shall we?
Let's do.
Alright, we're gonna go up.
Out of this sort of workshop-y area, you come into the habitat ring that goes around here, and it's a fully lived-in system. But for the shape, it's just like any town that you guys could visit. There are shops bustling. You could see places for everything you could want: weapons, armor, potions, components, spell scrolls, technomagic, grub and ale, bed and showers, clothing, schools for kids, real estate agents, all that stuff. And there is a lift in sort of like the central towering area, and you go there. Somebody keys in a passcode. You guys crowd in there and head on up. Kessigtal's office it has that old lived-in feeling about it. It's carpeted rug floors, bookshelves with old books on them, well cleaned but definitely older books. It's a great big mahogany desk with some paperwork on it and a lovely lamp. There are framed portraits of previous Bounty Hunter Guild leaders or heads that are up sort of above his desk, and plenty of room for more in the future. Kessigtal sort of gingerly takes off a pair of spectacles from what he was reading as you all come in. Suzie, you did make it. Lovely, lovely. And forgive me, who are you lovely folks? He gets up, 7.5 feet tall, broad-shouldered Minotaur man.
Hello.
Hello. I don't know about you two, but I'm fairly sure there's a face here I do recognize. It looks at Atlas. You made quite a splash 15 years ago, if I don't...
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did.
Yes. Unanan, Tamazian, Heroes of Tomagot. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, that's right, lad. That's right.
Amazing. You're the only ones who survived their encounters with that draconic menace went around during that time.
All right, well, just about we survived, yeah.
Good to meet you in the flesh. Atlas
And you.
Goodheart.
I knew.
And forgive me, two other guests. Who are you?
Apart from being like amazed that you're massive. But anyway, my name's Ro.
Ro, good to meet you. Where I come
Ravenel.
from, just average, right? And
Hoping it was this like 3-foot thing, like hello.
hello, Ravenall. I'll sit back down. Everybody keeps everybody more on eye level. So, Bounty Hunters Guild membership, 1,000 gold pieces per cycle. Standardized cycle based off of the Unan year.
Is that each?
No, it's usually one per crew.
One per
I
crew.
see. All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, I am told that you are registered under the Phoenix. You're going to want to get new transponder codes for that.
Alrighty, yeah.
I can get Clarke to install new transponder codes.
New transponder codes? Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Okay. Just piracy being what it is, can't have a reputation for taking in
No, it
unregistered ships, yeah?
yeah, just
You don't gotta get registered with the serfs, but you gotta have transponder codes, alright?
alright. Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will do that. Installing those usually does have a 100 gold fee attached to it, so I'm just gonna put that on your bill.
Alrighty.
You have access to the board, you have access to the leaderboard. Pick any job you like, but that amount gets deducted from what you earn.
Alrighty. There was one I was looking at. The one over in Drastian space.
Oh, pulls up the thing. C rank bounty, Bars of Tyrol. That the one you're looking for?
That'd be the one.
Okie day. We got a couple people who started looking at that. Just so you know, that location has been updated.
Oh, whereabouts is it now?
Pull that up.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I say as I pull it up on my screen, and not because I am looking at the shared Google Drive. Integration.
That got updated not too long ago.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, let me just pull up a little map then.
It's around an equal distance between here, Drastia, but in the opposite direction.
Gotcha.
Here and Brazil. Now, I can't stress enough the dangers of going into Brazilian space.
Yeah.
There are those who have done that already. I mean, in the past, but I mean after this guy specifically. So I'm not going to say there's no competition in doing it, but if you want that one, that's yours.
Alright.
Well, they're not exclusive. That's what I'm
Alrighty.
saying.
I'll look into it. Let me just check. Any bounties come in since? Give me a. Oh, Hangry Hank has been busy. You take things from Hangry Hank?
He's the only person who puts D-listed. He keeps offering the bounties, and he pays on the bounties, so we can't say no to the business. Like, he pays to be able to list them, but like none of them are worth very much. You know what I'm saying? So like, there are people out there who scrounge a living based off of D-rank bounties, and Hangry Hank is basically doing them all.
I know, I've been there. Wrangle me a hexacore steak.
That's a lot
Location.
harder than it sounds.
More, I know. Should be paying more than 150 gold pieces for that. Extra $5 if you can cook it good.
Well, we have got the finest cooks in our group.
I like burn stuff, so that's
Yeah.
a start.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to take something that's more than that. Something that's above the 100 gold piece. Above 1,000 gold pieces, or above 1,100 gold pieces now. So we're looking at C ranked. How you got a few in here from Elora the Just.
Absolutely. We're not a political organization. We'll take from whoever is paying.
Can you tell me what you know about this Miliana Nemia? Or
Milian and Menia?
Menia? Car.
I can tell you what I have been told.
Alright.
Which is that this person killed an official in the Oases and ran from the law to rebel-owned cities.
Gotcha.
That's
Alright.
what I've been told.
Thank you. I think we'll probably be going for Barzatarol then.
All right.
Yeah.
Excited. He's an air ganassi. I've not met one of them.
Milian is an Aragonazi. Barzatarol's a gnome.
Yeah, I was saying the one that we got to catch is an air ganassi.
Oh, that's another one. That's another
Oh, is
one.
it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I think I'm not gonna head over.
We don't know where I'm just looking at stuff. Sorry.
Oh, she's a little flustered. I think I'll leave that one. Yeah, just. I mean, what a dick you gotta be to use aerosol poison on a town with a crop duster, especially on Drastia.
Yeah, it was a strange one to be sure.
So I think that, it's real pressing.
Sure,
You know.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Kissigtal sort of goes, right, so that's that sorted out. You'll end up with 900 when you report back here.
Alrighty.
Anything else that we can do?
Do you have any extra intel that might be able to help us with Barzatarol?
Barzatarol, I can tell you that from what I've heard, he was an ordinary farmer. Right? Nothing seemed to be different with this person. Seems to be a sudden case of madness and wanting to kill people with this crop duster. Which is crazy. The druids don't know where he got the sort of chemical weapons or how he knew how to make them.
Yeah.
So that's a question. And nobody has any idea, including me, why he would head to Rosalian space. Possibly because nobody in their right mind would follow him into Rosalian space.
Yeah. Do you think this one will keep that? Like if we had to pop over somewhere else first real quick.
I think, honest to goodness, I think there's an equal chance of finding him as there is the Rosalians if the Seraphs have got him already.
Alright, that's fair.
So, who even knows?
And what's the time limit on me needing to pay you back?
Essentially, here's the deal, Suzie. I appreciate everything that you have done for this organization over the years, and this is a good favor. I'm not going to put a time limit on this one. until your next cycle. This is going to be the last favor that you can call in.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Thank you, Cassie. Really appreciate it.
No worries.
I'm gonna give you my number. If
Sure.
you ever need to reach me, I'll give you that. I got this wrist pad. You know Bading on Unan?
No, hadn't heard of it.
Oh, had really good service there. Highly recommend it.
If I'm ever off station and need service on Tomakat, I'll be sure to check that out.
Excellent, excellent. Lovely, lovely shopkeep there. Commodi.
Are you trying to fix me up?
You know, I wasn't, but it wouldn't be a bad match.
Okay, get out of my office. If you're within a gate, I'll be able to message you.
Alrighty, thank you. Alright, who wants to sleep in space?
Yeah, that'd be a first.
Let's do that then. Do we... No, I'm not going to ask that right now because we don't have two people here. So... I apologize, my brain is a blah la 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 la. You know? Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. Let's get back on the ship.
You guys head back to the ship. Anything anybody wants to do before as you go to the ship?
No, I'm good. I can go.
Fantastic. You guys get back on the Phoenix.
I will. No, wait. No. Don't worry. Carry on.
Clarke comes on board very briefly, sort of like has a little box in his hand, goes into the control room. 10 minutes later, you have new transponder codes.
Thank you so much, Clarke.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. It's my pleasure. It's easy.
Can I ask you about something I heard went down?
Yeah, go for it.
I heard the Desert Wind got kicked off the bounty hunter and got put onto the bounties list.
Rough that.
What was that about?
Well, obviously not supposed to be politically affiliated, and there is a lot of scrutiny on the Bounty Hunters Guild at the moment. Just our assembly having a closer and closer eye. There's talk about regulation and about what the place is of sort of an apolitical justice system, if you will. I think tension a little bit between independent planets and the assembly. Assembly's trying to figure out a way to appease people by... That's a thing. Anyway, we obviously got a tip that Benvolio and the Desert Wind crew are affiliated with the rebellion on Matazion, and can't be politically involved.
Where'd the tip come from?
We investigate everything ourselves. So, even though the tip did come from the oligarchs on Matazion,
There we go.
who do business with us, we would not have followed through on that if we'd not been able to verify it.
Of course. All right. Thank you.
No worries. And between you and me, there is news about the desert wind. That bounty went live yesterday when they were on Unan. Nobody knows why. They headed straight for Ippian space. That's the latest on that.
Right.
So, you didn't hear it from me. Don't go to New Yorva or Licton upon Burroway right now, because associations being what they are, you won't be able to keep your license.
Okay. That is really good to know. Both of those pieces of information. Do you think it'll settle down tensions such as they are in terms of, like, are bounty hunters gonna be allowed back on Licton?
Not bounty hunters. You. You didn't hear that from me.
All right. All right, thank you.
No worries.
Thank you. It's good seeing you, Clarke.
Good seeing you, Suzie. Lovely to meet you, Ravenall, Roe, Atlas.
We
Yeah, it was lovely to meet you.
was. Well, he's an adventure.
Good luck on it.
Nice to meet you too.
Wonderful. And you guys head back onto you guys are on your ship, and he heads off, and you guys take off from the Bounty Hunters Guild into space. Spice.
Shall we just park just here for a bit, just up in space, but right nearby, just while everyone heals up?
In orbit.
All right.
Fantastic.
Good plan.
You guys park in orbit and take a nice long rest.
Nice.
Lovely jubbly. So you guys wake up the next day. You are healed. Spell slots back. Features replenished. All of that good stuff. It is a new day. Obviously, in space, it kind of feels the same, but your internal clocks in the ship sort of denote that you're sort of getting up 6:30 in the morning kind of time. And what would you like to do?
What? How long is it going to take us to get to where we need to go, Suzie?
It'll be one or two jumps.
So here's the way it's gonna go, folks. Get out the notebook here. You can take a minimum of 2 jumps to make it to Rizale. However, the fewer jumps you take, the more danger there is, because direct routes between places are attacked regularly by pirates.
Wait.
So, in essence, there's going to be a luck check involved here, and you will choose one of a few routes. You can do 2, 3, 4, or 5 jumps to get to Rizale. The more roundabout it is, the safer you will be from pirates, but the more fuel and arcane units for your gate circuit you are going to need to get there. The fewer you use, the higher the chances of running into baddies and having to fight them.
Fun.
So, as a group, what do you guys think?
Suzie, you're for me, this is your territory. So I like, I'll take your advice.
Well, I was actually thinking we've got a bit of time to get a bounty to pay Castic back. I was thinking of maybe going to Ipia.
Right? What was on Ipia? I'm all up for it, but what was on it?
Well, that's where these guys and Shalnader head over to Ravenall and Tilly. That's where they were before they got sent everywhere.
Yeah, that was where the Moonlight Carnival sort of
Right? And is that where you want to go back to?
I mean, there are more people from the carnival there. We might be able to regroup and figure out next steps. It's an idea.
Makes sense. Let's do it then. Sounds like an adventure.
Yeah,
I've never been to the circus.
Well, the circus blew up, but
All right.
but yeah, there are people from the circus there.
Ooh, sorry.
Yeah, that sounds. That I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you guys have been so generous. But yeah, that I would appreciate that. That sounds great.
Did he oh, go on. Sorry, Atlas.
No, I'll go wherever you go. Go, Skipper.
All I was going to do was I was just going to ask if they still cider there.
Yeah.
I just turn to Suzie and just go, I'll go wherever you go, Skipper.
All right. And I know some of y'all were wanting to look into like wild magic and stuff like that. Ipia would be a good place to start with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Hey!
Yeah, how much fuel did we use up last night having like life support? Well, not life support, but
Cool.
space.
1 unit to clear Atmo and make it to the station, and a second on life support.
All right.
Just out of curiosity, being a bit of a space nerd, if we were asleep, couldn't we just turn down life support a bit? Because you wouldn't be using as much.
It's just keeping it ticking over. Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Why don't we go? I'm gonna pick up some extra units of food. Just while we get the rest of our fuel, just so we're leaving with full units of fuel, and to get the arcane units replenished. So I'm just gonna take how long will that drag?
Sorry, to
Just refill up those fuel and get the arcane units sorted out.
on the station?
Oh, you know what? We can do that in Wild something's Folly. Wild.
Yes, Wild Folks Folly.
We can do that in Wild Folks Folly.
Yeah.
We'll do that there because then we'll have that makes more sense. Never mind.
Fantastic. So same kind of deal. We'll just sort of decide on a course and then take our break. From here, 2 jumps to it's 1 jump from here back to Non. 2 jumps to Ipia by the shortest route. You could also take a more circuitous route that potentially has fewer pirates.
Pirates.
I believe after the jump we did last night, we can only do 2 jumps before needing to refill.
That's correct.
Who wants to risk pirates with me?
Yes.
I'm in, Captain.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Arg.
Okay, who would like to roll luck for the ship?
I don't.
I'll do it.
What about Ravenall?
I'll do it if needs be, but I don't have
You do
much
it.
luck.
Or Atlas? Yeah. You do.
Okay, we got Ravenall doing it, I guess.
Luckily, that wasn't the dice I needed. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
No. That'd be a nat 1.
Oh, God.
Oh! Okay. and we're gonna take a break. And come back after the break as you guys gear up the gate circuit and head off
And the
into
ship
space.
explodes, killing us all.
Oh boy!
Ravenel explodes.
Yeah.
We'll come back after that and see what the hell happens to these guys. See you in a bit, bye.